I just, because I don't do this for me. I do this for y'all. Y'all thought I was doing this for me? No, 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 no. No, I own 20 houses renovated into convenience stores, East El Paso, West El Paso, Northeast El Paso. Guns Gospacho gonna be fine. Okay. I own 2 Chiba huts,
It's 3.
3 Chiba huts. How many Chiba huts y'all own? None. You fucked.
The results were otherwise. Unremarkable.
Ew, what's going on there, superstar? Hey, you're gonna make a big old career someday. All right, we got a couple of talent scouts over here. Say you read really well. You read at a 7th grade level, they say. We're gonna make you a superstar. What's going on? Welcome back, gang. To your favorite solo podcast, Unremarkable. Another Weekends with Dad over here. We gotta get, we're gonna buy you new clothes every year. You just keep growing and growing. I'm your host, your your new Hollywood agent, your little drinking buddy, Goose. Gonzo Gospacho on all the platforms right there. Go ahead and do the following. You'll see the other credits at the end. Do all the following, guys. Do all the we need some engagement. I'm trying to get close to you. Okay? Not too close. Not too close. Okay? We've seen too much recently. It's been going on far too long. Most other countries wouldn't put up with this shit. These people would have been bludgeoned in the street anywhere else, which is, I feel, would be a better American way. Things can change. Guys, we got the screwdrivers there sent to us from across the bar from a Paul Ramirez. Yeah, we got our first drink wreck. Tastes like a screwdriver. I'm used to those. What else do you give the kids on their way to school? Okay, it makes them pay more attention. You'd be surprised how much you're actually learning more, because the kids, they're uninterested in what they're learning. But if they're like, oh shit, they got to pay attention, they got to focus. You see your kid doing this? One of these? The kid's absorbing. They're sponges. All right, you put a little screwdriver in that sponge in the morning. You'd be impressed at how much more it absorbs throughout the day. I'm just saying. Okay, we got the whole hell of a lot going on, gang. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's a little overwhelming for someone like me. Little too much going on this week. I don't know how to cover it. I'm gonna be honest with you. If you're if you're a resident of the city that I live in and you're relying on me for information because you just won't hear anybody else out, you're getting half the fucking story, is what I'm saying. You poor bastards. Just read something. I'm gonna go ahead and keep taking away the delicious screwdriver. I'm a child. I can enjoy a screwdriver. Not exactly a cocktail. Hardly a mixed drink. Hardly. You just put, you put one of a straw about this size. You punch into the pack, and you take a little sip off of it and put a little vodka in your mouth and push it right into that Capri Sun there. That's a fucking morning cocktail. My morning straight jacket. Love that band. My morning jacket is a fucking great band. Guys, I mean, Jesus Christ, where do we start? Kate Middleton, Princess of Wales. It'd be a hell of a lot funnier if she were fat. Gotta say, I was really hoping when I heard someone say the Princess of Wales. that they weren't going to follow that with Kate Middleton. She looks great. She looks great. It's got to be the cancer. Spoiler alert. Spoiler alert, she has cancer, as does most of the royal family by now. I feel like this was some kind of safeguarding done by the queen. Like, you got to make sure once I go, everybody gets cancer. We got my boy Charlie. Shit end of that stick, man. Shit end of that diamond encrusted cane that he's rocking. You wait for this broad to die your whole life. And like 4 months, maybe after it happens that you get put that crown on, which reminded me of the old Robin Hood cartoon, that little old dumb goofy lion that the crown kept falling all over his skull. It's too big. It's too big. That's what he reminds me of. He's a goofy little guy. He's a nice little mascot. He's a sweet old man. We don't know that. Won't know anything about anything that he's done until he's dead. Honestly, too many things going on. Way too many things going on. I don't know if if he's part of or what, was part of all the crazy shit going on in the Hollywoods and the higher ups, but you guys chose to rock with mascots, whether or not they did anything for your country. Bad move. I think I already talked shit about how silly y'all look in your military uniforms. You think you're gonna fuck with even Rhode Island? It's going kaput. I would love to see Rhode Island just roll up to your shitty little drawbridge, kick dirt all in your moat, and just fuck you up. All 73 residents of Rhode Island. It's great. They're going to be riding ATVs around. You can't do nothing. Your guards don't say anything, and they
Main
won't.
justice.
Yeah, my justice, baby. Woo! I can't even do that. I can't even get that high. I can't hit high notes. That's neither here nor there. Yeah, dude, you guys are fucking goofy. Kate Middleton, I do feel bad about. I guess I don't know if she's a piece of shit. I know nothing about Kate Middleton. I know Prince Harry, probably a piece of work. I mean, the red hair gives you away. Okay, supervillain. It's a lot. Listen, you have a big cross to bear. Just being redheaded. It's not an easy life for you. I mean, it shouldn't be. Maybe in England it is. Maybe these sun deprived people don't even notice the redheads because they're just as pale as everyone else. These bone density deficient, I mean, pores. They're pores. They're all pores. You're eating bread and beans for breakfast. That's the depression. You just described the depression to me, and you didn't even come up with cool things like pizza and spaghetti. Okay? They're not even Italian. They were really cheap to do, and they were made by drumroll. Yeah. Poor Italians, sure, but they were in the depression, so they were Americans. Okay? When you go through this shit over here, you're American. All right? You got to go through the shit, though. Otherwise, we don't respect you. Everybody's struggle is more of a struggle than the next guy's struggle. And it's like, I don't know. Listen, I'm sure plenty of people watched one of the previous episodes and they were like, I was beating off to that chick before Goose talked about how she died. Everything's a competition. And I think that England don't cut it. I think they don't cut it. I think that they are of no competition. Really, for anybody here, our problems are big, boy. We don't solve nothing over here, okay? People got the shit to put up with. And if you look at a guy like Charlie, you look at my boy Charlie and say that guy's put up with shit. They were complaining about quiche when they put the crown on that fucker. They were politicizing quiche. So, they have no problems. They weren't talking about a flag. They weren't talking about the left or the right. They were talking about nothing. They were talking about nothing when this guy had a couple more rings put on those fat old sausage fingers. Okay? They were talking about quiche, and that should show you that these people don't actually have problems. They were like, Brexit. Everybody should care about Brexit. And now, what? What would you like? You pale, sad people. Suicide rate should be higher. Gypsy Rose is getting divorced. And I heard everybody going, "Aw," from afar. I heard everybody, but I heard a lot of guys going, "Okay, all right, this little Gypsy Rose is right for the picking there, America. Look at this fucking." Her eyes are so close together. You're gonna tell me there's nothing wrong with this girl? I mean, Felix Johnson said he'd fucking bag and tag, and that should say enough. She married in prison. She had a prison marriage with somebody outside of prison. I'm assuming, correct? Uh, and how are people? What? I mean, are we in West Virginia? What state are people rushing to the front of the line for this? What people are buying Disneyland fast passes for this thing? I don't understand. I don't know what kind of faith I'm supposed to have in you guys. First, she fucking convinces her boyfriend to murder her mom. And then they let her out while she's still got youth in her. When her skin's still pretty tight, How does that happen? And then she marries right afterward and then getting divorced. God, I hope he gets all of her money. You gotta have money. I don't understand it. Listen, I don't get it. I don't get it. I know that the background was that her mom was like trying to convince her that she was sick, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Sounds right. I mean, to me, not an eating disorder, but she's not fat. She's plump. She's plump. And that might be why everybody's rushing to the front of the line. Listen, I don't know any. God, those eyes.
These are
Every time I see the fucking eyes, I'm like, it's just a little close. It's just a little close. And no shit talk to any disabilities whatsoever. My bullying, me being bullied, be damned. I'm over it. I'm a bigger man because of it. I had a very rare situation of me being bullied by mentally challenged people. I was verbally abused by what are they calling them now? Intellectually deficient or some fucking. The euphemism treadmill is just the silliest goddamn thing on the planet. If you've never heard George Carlin talk about it, then I feel like you're really missing out on something. And watching it progress is just, I mean, it'll turn you Republican. It'll turn you Republican because who else is fighting for a cause that they don't actually have anything to do with but Democrats and white women? Most Democrats, white women. What's the saying? Every married man that's a business owner is a Republican, and their wives are all Democrats because they're stay-at-home nothings. I don't know.
That's
Yeah. And you heard it. I bought a pin last year when I voted. And I don't know what. They just told me I had to vote. Beyonce, I don't know how many times I could shit talk this poor woman. And I call her a poor woman, but she's having the time of her life. She doesn't notice me. She never will. Listen, I kind of created a career, not really in the sense that you'd call it a high school career. Okay, I had a kind of long solo broadcasting stint where I was, successfully from time to time harassed celebrities until they noticed me. I don't expect that would happen with somebody like Beyonce, but I mean, how is anybody else just a bitter old man and upset that she's having the time of her life doing nothing, doing nothing? Cowboy Carter came out over the weekend, right? It was a weekend release or something. Yeah, I want to say I don't care. I mean, hot man with the chaps. Fucking tell me some light skinned dudes haven't jerked off to that already.
Oh, it was released today.
Very, very Christina Aguilera. Oh, the day after Papa Goose's birthday, March 29th. Yeah, Monday. Then no,
That's today.
that's today. That's a week from today. Basically, yeah, that's cool, man. Hey, listen, good for her that country music doesn't mean anything anymore. Any real country music that's coming out, and I hate to be this guy. I'm not one of the fucking Midwesterners that have a sticker on my car that says country music's the only real music. That's racist. That's like actually for real, if that's on a sticker if that's a sticker on your buddy's car, they're for real racist. They may as well, if they don't already, have a MAGA cowboy hat. And no, it's racist. It's going pretty far. It's going pretty fucking far. If all you listen to is Merle Haggard saying, "If you don't like it, leave it," I won't. Okay, maybe not racist, but the most nationalist shit you've ever heard. Blake Sheldon in like 2021 saying God's country when there's actually a religious war happening. It's just these weird they're very little things. They're very little things that quite frankly don't have much to do with anything real. They don't have nothing to do with anything real. I know a lot of people that don't know about the Israel war. I gotta stop doing Trump impressions. It's like a tick. It's like a tick now. I don't know. I need to get tested. We said we were gonna have a test for the tism on me for me on the show, and we haven't had it done. I want a professional. I want to get a real psyche eval. That'd be I'm trying to think of an old term. That's not gonna work. John Hinckley Jr. Watch out, Beyonce. John Hinckley Jr. also an aspiring country music artist. This man is he's gonna blow, and not, in the weight way. He really is just I don't know. Listen, we have to review what we ought to do. I'm gonna, in between episodes, I'm gonna listen to Beyonce's album, and I'm gonna listen to all of John Hinckley Jr.'s prematurely released material. Okay, spoiler alert. Again, John Hinckley Jr. was the man that attempted an assassination on Reagan. And now to gain clout, I mean, see, a fucking New York Post is reporting on him. So it's got to be working out. But he's trying to, he got out of prison. Obviously, he went to prison. And he's trying to pursue a country music artist career, really blow up. And he's claiming that he's a victim of cancel culture. Listen, I get it, Johnny. I get it. It's hard out here for a real one. Okay? And that should be the name of his next song. Hard out here for a real one. I need to be your marketing expert, Johnny. We need to put a pen to paper. Let's write. I would love to help you write your next song. And I mean this. I hope to God he hears it. I'd really love to help him write. And listen, I think the cancel culture would have gotten you too, but right before your rising stardom. Okay? I believe it. I don't really believe in that for me because I'm not trying to pursue a career that's not, I'm not trying to make CMT or whatever. Probably TMZ at one point, but not not CMT. I'm not really the crowd that I'm going. I don't consider myself a Bill Engvall, or one of those fucking guys. Larry the Cable Guy, Johnny, whatever the fuck his name is.
Foxworthy.
Johnny Knoxwood. Thank you. Yeah. One of those fucking mustached, fucking cut off shirt wearing people. Yeah. Blue collar. One of these guys. I'm not going to be on CMT. I'm not a normal white. And if any of you aren't Midwestern whites that are watching me, I'm not one of these guys. I don't know how many times it has to be explained to anybody, but most people just go white guy, blue collar comedy tour, successful as fuck. Honestly, one of the biggest things that had happened. And if they didn't have Ron White with them, they'd have been fucking sheep. Probably fucking sheep. Those would be backstage, kind of constantly. Any kind of animal with a hole in it in the back. Jesus Christ. I mean, what were we doing here? It broke my boy fucking Greg Giraldo's back. I don't even want to get into the whole. I'm so glad that I wasn't part of the part of the culture at that point. There's enough to compete with in comedy nowadays. I mean, if you've heard me complain about my friends already, I mean, I'm competing with a circus bear, a metrosexual, just a handsome little church guy, Wichita was diverse. If I am to say anything about Wichita, Kansas, crazy diverse. And I know the color range doesn't go very far with any of those, but I was complained about outside of a comedy club there from a woman, short-haired woman. She was like, "Great, another white guy." I was like, "You look exactly like me. I don't fucking get what we're doing here." What we really need is because after this Beyonce album cover was sick. You got to give her that. It's one of the most American fucking things I've ever seen. Kind of nice, but I don't really respect the try. That country music, it's not going to be country music. It's like country music now. It's pop. So basically, she's not in the wrong at all. She's not in the wrong at all. I do need a diss track from John Hinckley Jr. about Beyonce. We need that. We're gonna need some rivalry, some hopefully not race. It'll, you know what, if it's John, it'd probably end up race. It'd be about race. This guy looks like, who's the guy that played Kingpin, who plays Kingpin in Marvel now?
Vincent something. I don't know how to say his last name.
Vincent, yeah. Vincent whatever, man. I don't even know if I know how to pronounce his name correctly. Yeah, see, that's a fucking, I don't even like to attempt that most of the time. He looks a little like him. After a little while, Vincent D'Onofrio, right?
Sounds good.
No, what is it?
I think you're right.
It's D'Onofrio.
D'Onofrio? Vincent D'Onofrio, Kingpin, autistic villain of the MCU. He's mentally challenged mama's boy over here, Vincent D'Onofrio. We'll make a movie about John Hinckley Jr. And in the later years, my boy Vince will definitely play him. Maybe Vince Vaughn will play the younger version, a real fucking dime piece. Young Vince Vaughn was. Man, all these guys looked great young. All these guys looked fucking just stud. Look at this fucking guy. Who wouldn't fuck Vince Vaughn when he was like 21? Get the fuck out of my face. I'm watching Swingers tonight. God damn. Yeah, man. No, that's a dime piece right there. You like them young, you know what I mean? That's what Diddy says.
Oh my god.
Vince Vaughn will get you gushy in the tushy, dude. That's what fucking Diddy says. That's my guy, dude. Yeah, Diddy. Listen, the only thing that Diddy is the only thing that he ever did wrong was music. It's like Kanye, you know. The guy can't spit. The guy can't. I know bars. All right, I know bangers. Okay, and those ain't bangers. You remember the one that he did for Godzilla? He did one for Matthew Broderick's Godzilla back in the day, and he just basically fucking molested No Quarter. Was it No Quarter or was it Cashmere? I think it might have been Immigrant Song. It's one of the Led Zeppelin songs, and you don't fuck with Zeppelin. You don't fuck with Zeppelin. It's some samples are just lazy. A lot of them back in the day. I mean, you took a couple fucking Isley Brothers songs and you didn't even add any drums or nothing. You just fucking let it play, R.I.P. Biggie or whatever. But yeah, man, this whole Diddy thing, they're calling him the Diddler now. And, we need to start selling some Diddle Me This shirts with some arrows pointing downward. This guy is a fucking nutball, huh? He had custody for Bieber for a weekend a long time ago. I don't understand how Usher could sign Bieber and then Diddy just gets him for a weekend. It was the way that he said that. The way that he said, there's a video about it, and it's real fucking kind of creepy, When you get after the point where it's just awkward, this guy's having to interact with a fucking preteen. Jesus, look at that thing. That's famous now. Look at that. Yeah, man. Once you get, see, they're just in the woods, and now it's fucking creepy. It was awkward back then. It was very awkward back then. And now it's just how far from a house were they? How far from people were they? Totally creepy. That's one of the videos where the time of day really fucking saves the piece. If it were any later time in the evening, sun's going down, big fella. Can't really disclose what they were doing. Spend 48 hours together. You see, he had him for a fucking weekend, and he was signed by Usher. I don't understand any of it. I don't really have to. I'm not trying to put myself in the mind of Diddy. Okay, fucking impossible to do. Not something I want. This is you, by the way. This is a screwdriver. It was. Yeah, good wreck. Good wreck. I was Bieber's age once. I love me a screwdriver. Yeah, man. Listen, real hard to fucking do a Diddy piece, huh? Real hard to touch on Diddy right now. Listen, the guy, I don't know, man. Is this a scapegoat situation? The guy was being investigated. He had some allegations, like my boy Danny Masterson. Like I said, there's allegations about everybody nowadays. You gotta go, well, let's look at this for a little while, objectively. And I don't know, man. I really don't know. They did a raid of his house. Which when you say his house makes it sound an awful lot like Diddy has one house.
They raided two of them.
They raided 2 houses of Diddy's. Guy owns 20 kookaroos. You only raid 2 fucking houses. The guy owns 20 fucking kookaroos. Are you crazy? 21 kookaroos. I mean, and then they say he was flying to the Caribbeans. We had to Google how far away the Epstein Island was from the Caribbeans. 2 miles. Oh, fucking rough crowd in here. And then they say he wasn't even on the plane. This is the kind of shit where usually these people end up suiciding themselves. And lo and behold, last night we saw he was at Topgolf. He's just crying for help with a smile on his face. He's just refusing to say the words, "I'm not suicidal." Is pretty much it. I don't know. I don't listen. He's having fun. You ever seen anybody have a bad time at Topgolf?
Bro's in a tracksuit at Topgolf.
Thriving. The bro's in a tracksuit. I mean, he's got identical daughters there or something. They need to stop posting pictures of him with teenagers.
He's the top piece.
There's what they got to do. These are identical teenagers
Holy shit.
wearing the same exact thing. Are they actually? They're his daughters.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, he has twins?
Well, that's good. Yeah, that's cool, man. You had twin daughters. I'm a twin. Not identical. Unfortunately, I'm the pretty one. So what do you think that fucking guy looks like, huh? But we're not pretty black girls. How easy life could be, if you're a pretty black girl. I'm not saying they have it easy. I'm not saying that I don't. I will say being white ain't the same as it used to be. There could have been advantages for me. Yeah, I've gotten every job I've ever applied for, but I never shot for a career. I never went to school. You know who probably did go to school? At least one of Diddy's daughters. That's the kind of thing where you said, a poor person has identical sons, daughters, and you just get them the one scholarship. Because nobody's going to know who's going. They both get an education. And that's the way you got to play it if you don't got that Diddy money. That Diddy money, dude. What didn't Diddy do? What didn't Diddy do?
That's a bar.
It's a bar, right? Right now, that South Park line's coming back. I already made a meme about it. That was the first meme I made in like a decade. It's been, yeah, the devil in fucking Britney Spears costume or whatever for his Sweet 16. That was when Sweet 16 was all the rage. Kids say that now. No, all the rage.
No.
Probably not.
They say it's lit.
Diddy did it. Diddy did it lit. Diddy did some lit things. Diddy did it litty, huh? I'm just trying to be hip. Yeah, man. Listen, we don't know where this is all gonna go with the Diddy thing. It sure as shit ain't getting swept under the rug. Where is Alex Jones in all of this? Where is our hero? Huh? Where is that man? We need him. We got Tim Dillon. God forbid you're looking at me for an opinion on this whole thing. It's not exactly news. But I tell you what, the fact that they're going after a hip hop producer, artist, black billionaire. That was a weird video. Jay-Z seemed very uncomfortable. He owns 21 Kookaroos. Yeah. Pretty crazy stuff. I don't know what to make of it. I will be playing a lot more Jagged Edge in the future. Where the party at? Okay. Some in the Caribbean, baby. That's where the party's at. Always. Where the party at? Try not to have a good old 2010 time with it after hearing that fucking song, man. Freak off parties, man. Yeah. Listen, pretty hard to make the hip hop OGs uncomfortable, I've heard. Pretty hard to get them out of their element. And if anybody is specialized in that through time, it has been Diddy. It has been, which it doesn't matter what made them uncomfortable. That's pretty fucking gangster. That's pretty fucking gangster to see 50 Cent just off-put. Just offset 50. Yeah, Ice Cube leaving parties, 50 Cent leaving parties, Exhibit, super uncomfortable.
Cat Williams didn't even want to make an appearance.
Cat Williams, you could say he showed up, but you really have to sift through the crowd for that little fella. Not in in the hip hop game. I'm pretty sure everybody's taller than Cat Williams.
Even the kids.
Even the kids, even Cat Williams kids. Yeah, man. Pretty crazy shit. Listen, of course the guy's gay. This has been a question for a long time. He had every music video he ever did it would start out with him and somebody's sexy mother in bed with him, telling him to come back after he got an important phone call. And that wasn't for him. That wasn't to make him look good. He wanted to get you hard, the male American viewer. He wanted to get you hard before you come to his party.
He was really one powerful gay.
He's the most powerful
Honestly,
gay,
I think
probably.
He might be the best gay. I mean, not the best, but he's.
It's subjective, but I think that he amongst ranks of the gays, he gets pretty far up there. I don't know.
He really said you're gonna taste the power of the rainbow.
The power, yeah. I'm gonna fucking come all these different colors into you. Man, you know, hey, I don't know. Listen, God Save the Queen. Beyonce put a new country music album out. That's gonna go great. I know Post Malone's been trying to break into the country. That wouldn't have even taken any effort. They've only been waiting on a country music album from Posty. Shout out Posty. I know the guy don't need it, but I'd really love to be your friend. I feel like we'd get along really well. A lot of the times I see Post Malone and I'm like, I think he's going through a rough time, but the guy just likes to have a good time, you know? I'll crush some fucking Bud Lights. I'll crash some Natty Lights with you, Posty. You can hit me up anytime. We need to get closer to Austin or San Antonio or one of them, you know. Hey, other than the Diddy thing, things are going pretty good. Okay, I think we got it pretty good. So I don't want to hear no. If you're gonna say anything bad about Diddy, because this is what the media wants. If you're gonna say something bad about Diddy, you say 3 nice things afterward. You say 3 nice things about Diddy. Well, after you're being negative, you say his hair looks nice today. You know, guy's never had yellow teeth. Say something nice about Diddy. And I think that's my point today. Wish Diddy well. We wish Diddy well. Everybody's just trying to have a good time, and I think Diddy's thriving. Yes, we've seen him at Top Golf, and you cannot not be thriving when you're at Top Golf. What? So yeah, that's the message of the day for now. Is say something nice. Guys, hit the buttons on the social medias. Do some following. Hit some comments. Hit us with something. If you're going to say something mean, you know. Your mom already did. You tell that bitch I'm not talking to her. Okay? I'll see her in court. We need not be communicating. If all she's going to say is she's just going to badmouth dad. Okay? Rest assured, next week we'll be here shaking titties, kissing baby, signing hands. Hit us on socials. Miss me.